So Rivals just released the season 2 teaser trailer, official trailer, whatever you want to call it, and I wanted to give my quick reaction to it and also to the patch notes because I've heard there's been some pretty significant changes, especially to the team ups and everything. But anyway, immediately we start with Emma Frost, which is pretty cool. I mean, uh, I think we kind of knew it was coming. I just don't know what role she's gonna be. I figure healer, but I think she'll be too similar to Luna Snow, so I don't know. Oh, some skins, I'm sure, here. Bruce with like a redder, very dapper skin. Black Widow, that skin's pretty cool. It reminds me of a Widowmaker skin from Overwatch. I'm guessing that's Black Panther on the right. That's a really cool skin. I like that a lot. And then, is that fucking Cap? Yeah, that has to be Cap. That looks so weird. He looks so strange. Oh, yeah, it has to be Cap. He does a little salute with his fingers. That's so weird. Oh yeah, even his buttons have little A's for Captain America. He looks like I don't. He's built like some old like villain mobster, just like that jawline he's got there. And then we know those skins, the Storm and the Magneto skin. We have those already. The Cloak and Dagger skin is pretty cool looking. She kind of reminds me of the villain from 101 Dalmatians. Wolverine skin. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like his eye patch. And then the Scarlet Witch skin. Is that even a new skin? Is that a new skin or is that the Battle Pass one? I don't know. They make them look so similar, I feel like. And there's that Loki skin. I love that Loki skin, actually. I don't really play Loki, but I do love that skin. Oh, wait, that's Cloak. Who was that a second ago? Was that Luna? I didn't even realize. Oh, that makes more sense, because she has the moon. I don't know why I thought that was Cloak. So yeah, but then this skin is Cloak and Dagger, which, yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. Then there's Emma Frost. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck is she built like that? Dude, I thought Invisible Woman was bad. Holy shit. Oh, that magic skin's kind of cool. That Psylocke skin, it looks good. I like that. It looks really good, but is that supposed to look like Jubilee? Like, obviously it's got the yellow and blue, because Jubilee has like the yellow coat and then like the blue shorts and boots and whatever. And then, but Jubilee has the visor. That's like that color. That's like the thing on her chest. And then I did see a screenshot of this of Doom and Loki kind of chilling in the back there, talking. I thought I understood like the lore of this game, but why is Doom there? Like, I get that they're having like a party, and they're like differences aside, and their feuds, and they're just like hanging out and shit. But Doom is the whole fucking reason that like the whole universe is like gone to shit. Why is he just there? And they're just like chilling with him. Look, I fucking love Doom. Like, number one. Please add him to the game. I don't think they will, not for a long time. There he is. There he is. I remember everyone talking last season about Ultron coming out. There he is. Ooh. Why did she say to me by X-Men? Oh, Magic is supposed to look like Cyclops. So they're supposed to look like the X-Men. Why did she say to me my X-Men? Maybe I'm not up to date on that, but I always thought that was just Cyclops thing. Weird. But no, I remember everyone talking about Ultron and how he was going to be a healer, which I'm curious if that's still going to be the case. But I'm not going to lie, I don't think he's going to be a character. I think he's going to be the villain of this season. Like how Dracula was the season 1 villain and Doom was the season 0 villain. I think that's what's going to happen, is that he's not actually going to be a feasibly playable character. Yeah, this is why I think a PvE mode would be great as well, because Ultron, he has all these robots and shit, you know what I mean? Like, that would just make for a great enemy. Oh yeah, that was really fucking cool. Magneto turning them into the X and crushing them, that was sick as fuck. Oh, he looks so cool. I would love for him to be a playable character too, though, I'm not gonna lie. He looks really cool. So there was the Season 2 trailer reveal, but then there's also the Emma Frost character reveal, which I kind of forgot was even a thing, which is pretty cool. Go and watch this as well. Vanguard. She's a tank. I didn't expect that. Hey, that's cool. Hey, female tank. Second female tank. Penny already exists. Holy fuck, though. Why the fuck is she built like that? And she's so jiggly. What the fuck? The way she moves around. What the fuck? She turned into like fucking Steel Mario right there. Okay, that attack's interesting. There's not that many tanks that have like such a range like that, especially such a constant one that it looks like she has. Mind Crush. What does that do? It looked like it was just killing him because he was near it. Oh, she has a deployable shield like Sigma from fucking Overwatch. I wonder if the hitbox is pretty accurate to how it looks, or if it's like actually a square. Because if it's really a triangle like that, that'll be interesting for trying to actually use that for cover. Oh, damn. She does turn into Metal Mario. That's his name. She turns into fucking Metal Mario and starts like clobbering and shit. Okay. She does some actually pretty good damage there. What the fuck? She's just like... That's actually a Mortal Kombat move. That's crazy. I wonder if the impact does damage. And how farther she throws. Oh, okay. She throws them pretty far. I got to see it there. What is that ultimate? She just like pulls them in.
That's white clean mind control.
Dude. You guys saw that, right? I mean... Why the fuck is she so jiggly? Why is she so voluptuous? Oh my god. They did not have to exaggerate her like that, bro. I think they realized that they're on the right track with him as a woman, and they're like, people really bought these skins. They really liked these. But we also get to see this little rocket skin, which is pretty cute looking. It's a little like tropical skin. And then who is that behind him? Hawkeye? That has to be, right? That can't be Cap. It must be Hawkeye. So every character almost is receiving a bit of a nerf or a bit of a buff in this season. However, the biggest change for the patch notes wise is the team up abilities changing. They added some new ones on top of what already exists, and they changed around some heroes and the way some of them work. So we're going to see here which ones are different and which ones are new. So immediately we have Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, which is pretty cool. Doctor Strange as the anchor in this situation, meaning that he doesn't receive any immediate buff from playing with the Scarlet Witch. He gets 100 more health points, which is pretty drastic, especially for a tank, and I think it's a great buff for him. And then Scarlet Witch gets a new Mystic Burst ability with Doctor Strange, which is where she just kind of fires out multiple of these projectiles all at once. Next team up we have is Winter Soldier and Captain America, which I think is a team up most of us expected to be in the game right off launch, since, you know, they're like best friends. So Captain America gets 100 extra hit points and a 5% damage buff, 5% extra attack damage, which I think is great for him, especially with this slight nerf that he's getting with these patch notes. It'll make him a lot more playable, and there's a lot of Bucky's on teams anyway. Like, Winter Soldier is usually on teams, just regardless, so being able to play Captain America into that is just going to make him that little bit better, and having that extra damage buff is going to be great for diving and attacking the backline. And then Winter Soldier gets this Stellar Impact ability, which I think is supposed to be similar to Mr. Fantastic's kind of attach yourself to an enemy and hit them ability, where he just kind of flies forwards and hits them. That, or it's like a ground pound attack that like Captain America has. Either way, I think it'll be cool for Winter Soldier to have yet another ability. He's already a great hero, so just giving him another ability is just going to make him even more playable. So next team up we have is with Emma Frost, Magneto, and Psylocke. So Emma Frost is the anchor of the abilities, so she gets 100 extra hit points. However, Magneto and Psylocke get their own abilities. They can apparently make some form of clone with themselves. I'm not sure if this clone can also damage, or if it's just distraction, or if it can eat damage for the team. Whatever the scenario is, pretty interesting ability, and I'm excited to see how it works. One of the major changes for the team-ups is that Winter Soldier no longer gets the Rocket Raccoon buff where he can fire infinitely. It's only Rocket Raccoon and the Punisher that can use that ability now. Winter Soldier no longer has it. This is another huge one. Namor no longer has the ice squids from Luna Snow, which I know sounds scary, especially for a lot of the healer players out there that rely on those Namor squids to save them from Black Panthers and Spider-Man. But don't worry, because now Namor has a gamma radiation squid that he gets from teaming up with Hulk. However, with this, to my fellow Doctor Strange players, Doctor Strange no longer gets the Gamma buff. So, no more monstrous damage with your Maelstrom, unfortunately. Iron Man still gets the buff, so he's still very good to play with Hulk. However, Hulk and Doctor Strange, not so great anymore, which is really sad because that's what me and my homie love to play. That's like our favorite tank combo to play. It's always so much fun. We can still play it, obviously. It's still going to be good. It's just not going to have the same buff as it did before. Psylocke no longer has the team up with Magic, where she gets the little portal back in time to get her health back, which I think is a good change because Psylocke is pretty broken how she is, and she already has enough movement abilities. The fact that she can blink backwards in time and get her health back is pretty crazy, so probably for the best she can't do that anymore. Scarlet Witch and Magneto no longer have their team up ability, and then Captain America, Storm, and Thor no longer have their team up ability at all. So that's pretty much all I had to go over with this video. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, let me know, or if you have any questions or want to let me know anything in the comments, feel free. I always respond. Thank you for watching. If you did, like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Hey,
Oh
I didn't
my God.
equip it.